Okay. So today also we'll see the numerical on block diagram. So today I will wind up numerical on the block diagram. So next class onwards I will start the signal flow graph. Okay. So today I take down the numerical. Find C by R using block diagram reduction techniques. Using block diagram reduction techniques. So here the question is been given, so you can make a note of it. So along with me, you can also write it. So the screen and my voice is everything is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you can take this particular question, all of you. So here it is H3. It will be with minus in the feedback. Okay. So very simple diagram. It is having only 3 summing points, 2 forward blocks, and 3 feedback blocks. Okay. So now, as a general instruction, so what you will find the solution? So when you're trying to find the solution, the first concept what you try to do is series blocks. Okay, is there any series? Is there any series? No. Is there any parallel blocks? No. Is there any feedback loops?
No, no.
Feedback loop is there. See,
Yes, sir.
feedback forward, everything is there, but as it available for free, I mean to say that without any obstacle?
No, sir.
No. So now if these three are not there, okay. So then what you need to do is we need to find some other way in order to find these three things to happen. Okay, that is what exactly the concept here. So when you see this particular thing, okay, so I can see that the step 1 I can say, or else I can see the solution. So here anything you want to take it, so it is a troublesome. So what I will do is I will do the rearranging. Okay, rearranging the block diagram. Okay, when you try to do the rearrangement of block diagram, what exactly you do? Okay, so what exactly mean by rearranging? So is nothing but So here you can see that there is a loop, okay, there is a H3. So this particular feedback loop is there now. So this one I will move upwards, okay, move up so that it will come in the top, so that this two we can be visible very easily. So that is what I will do. See, this particular knowledge will come when you try to solve more numericals. There is nothing like there is a rule for all these things. So it will come to you and your mind that how to solve it when you try to solve more numericals. Okay. So if you practice more numericals, you'll get a lot of ideas. That idea will lead to the correct answers for your future. Okay. So in future, after understanding multiple types of numerical, if you practice them, so whatever kind of numerical I will ask or in the question paper they will ask, so you are in a position to answer. So if it is not the case, what exactly happens? So you'll feel that okay, this is very difficult, you will leave it. So don't think of only in the leaving is not a solution. Okay, so we need to understand and we need to give a solution. Then only it is good. Being a student, you should practice more and more. Then only you will wind up with correct things. Okay, now what I have done is I have not modified anything. So as of now, I have taken everything common, everything as like as a previous diagram. So now I told you that this H3 is there, no? So H3 is connected to this point. So in turn, this particular point is connected to this one. The same thing is connected. So what I will do is, and we need to give the connection to this particular summing point. So I can move this particular thing up. Okay. So I will take this one. I'll take this particular block and I'll connect it here. So what is this particular block is called as H3. So it is coming minus. Clear? Any doubt here? Can we able to shift this one? All of you agree? Yes, please make a note of it, all of you. For every step you must take down. Okay. For every step you must take down the block diagram. Then only see, don't just see and leave. Okay, I know that some people will be taking and some people will not be taking. So I will give you 1 minute of time also. Please take it down because understanding is very, very important. So now once you done this one, okay. So just give me a minute. Yeah. So now once you done with this particular step, you can see now. So now still also there is no two blocks which are in series. There are no two blocks which are in parallel. There are no feedback path also. Just rearrangement we have done. So once we done the rearrangement, so now we have a provision of shifting some of the what you call for that some of the summing points or takeoff points. So what I will do, what I'll prefer to do is here the point is there. Okay. So this particular point. Okay. So here that is coming in this particular direction, you can see. So this particular position I'm going to change. Okay, this particular position I'm going to change with respect to this particular line I'm talking about, this particular takeoff point I'm talking about. So you can write this particular step now, all of you. Shifting the takeoff point, right? Writing shifting the takeoff point to right. Shifting the takeoff point to right. So once you're shifting the takeoff point to the right, okay. So you can see that. So no other block is going to get altered. All things are remaining same. Please make a note of it quickly. So when I'm writing, so you also keep on writing on your paper so that it will be very easy for you. Okay. So you're shifting the takeoff point. So here what exactly happened? This particular position will be as it is. It is H2 block. Okay. So I'm just mean to say that, okay. So this particular, which is coming to the H1, okay. So this I'm shifting. So when I'm shifting after H2, I should include a block. As per the rules of block diagram, I should use another block H2 and then I can do this particular configuration. Okay. So now you see it. So this is the technique from the rule also, and from the general understanding also I can see that. So here the line is coming. So the line value is what? H2. So that particular H2 value is coming. So now unit is the H2 value is coming. What is the multiplication factor? H1 into H2. Clear. So now if you separate this particular point, you will get like this, or else as per the rule of the block diagram also it is coming with respect to this one. So now I can do another thing in this particular thing also. See here. So this point and this point. So these 3 points are in the same position. I can make it in a line. Okay. So that for my purpose. So I can say that, so here this particular line I will try to connect it here. There is no problem. Same thing only. So this particular point I will connect it here from here. Okay. So this particular point I will connect it here. So this particular thing I will connect it here. So 3 points, point 1, point 2, point 3. So this is the thing. So now I can say that, now we can also see that, so this particular thing will become the minor feedback loop. Isn't it so? Anyone of you please reply.
Yes, sir.
This is the minor feedback loop it will become. So once it becomes minor feedback loop, and as this one is very simple, these two blocks are in series with each other. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now once you've done this one, you can reduce this to next level. Okay. So I hope that you people have taken. Or else I'll give you 1 minute of time. Please make a note of it. Okay. So I hope that you people have taken this one. We'll move on to the next level. So now reduced version. So when I'm trying to write the reduced version of the above diagram, so as of this one, R of S will be the thing. So here same summing points will come. G1. So now what is the value of this particular feedback loop? So you know that what is the thing. So general formula is what? G of S. If it is negative feedback, here you can see that it is negative feedback. G of S divided by 1 plus G of S into H of S. So what is the G of S value? It is G2 1 plus, pardon me.
No, sir.
Okay. So G of S is G2, H of S is H2. So this is the value. Okay. So this particular value we are going to write it here. That is G2 divided by 1 plus G2 into H2. C of S. Okay. So here in the top there is a block. That particular block also we can write it. There it is H3 with minus, and these are going in forward direction, those are in plus direction. So we reduce this particular feedback loop, and we can say that this block also we reduce. This is what H1 into H2. So I'll write it separately. Okay. So this is the reduced version of the block diagram from the above. Clear? All of you got this one, right? So once you got this one, okay, so we can go for the next step, that is these two blocks once again. So this block and this block are in series. These two blocks are in series. Okay. And once these two blocks are in series, we can reduce them. Fine. And later, you can see that these two summing points can be clubbed together. Okay. These two summing points can be clubbed together, or else I can go with the next step. Yes. Somebody is asking something. Anyone is asking anything? Okay. Hope that it is a disturbance. Fine. No problem. So now, okay, I will go with the step by step only. Now, so once you do this particular thing in the series, okay, so what it will become? So it will become G1 into G2 divided by 1 plus G2 into H2, correct? And this particular thing, whole thing will become the minor feedback loop, correct? So that also you can proceed. So you can indicate in the next step also, no problem. G1 into G2 whole divided by 1 plus G2 into H2 C of S, and this particular thing H3, and here it is minus sign, fine, plus, and here it is H1 into H2. So now after you reducing to this particular thing, okay, we can see that, so this forward path and this is the backward or feedback loop, feedback path, and summing element will contribute to you the minor feedback loop. Clear? Anybody is having a doubt here?
Yes.
This is termed as minor.
No, sir.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Minor feedback loop. So once you consider this is minor feedback loop, what is the loop or block value finally? What is the block value? So it is a negative feedback since it is a minus feedback. So we can see that G of S divided by 1 plus G of S into H of S. So here what is the value of G of S?
G1, G2. G1, G2 by 1 plus G2, H2.
Correct. So I can say that G1, G2 divided by 1 plus G2, H2 is the G of S value divided by whole divided by same thing 1 plus G1, G2 divided by 1 plus G2H2 into H3, clear, into H3. So now this particular block value, so it can be further reduced to, okay, I'll write it here, it can be further reduced to. So I'll take 1 plus G2H2 LCM. So when I take G2 LCM, what in the numerator G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G2H2 will be there. So that whole divided by, so here if you take LCM to hold, here 1 will be multiplied with 1 plus G2H2 plus G1 G2 H3 divided by 1 plus G2H2. Clear? This 1 plus G2H2 denominator get cancels each other, and you will be left out with G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2 plus G1 G2 H2. So hope that you will get this particular block, correct? All of you?
Sir, H3.
What happened?
H2, H3, sir. You wrote H2, sir.
Correct, correct. Very good. So here it is H3. Correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now, once we get this one, okay. So now we can replace the minor feedback with this particular block value. So in that case, how it will become? We'll write it here. So here R of S. Here we'll take the summing point. So the minor feedback loop is reduced to this particular value. That is G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2 plus G1 G2 H3. That is going to the C of S, and here the feedback elements are H1 H2. Clear? So now once you see this one, this is also one of the minor feedback loop entirely. Clear?
Yes.
So this is also one of the minor feedback loop. So write it down and tell me the answer. Let me see how many of you will do it correctly.
Sir, G1 by G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G1 H2 plus G1 G2 H3 plus G1 G2 H1 H2.
So pardon me once again. I missed
G1
something.
G2
G1 G2 divided by
1 plus G1 H2
1 plus G1 H2.
plus
Next.
G1 G2 H3
Okay.
plus G1 G2 H1 H2.
G1 G2 H1 H2. Okay. So any other answer? Any other answer? Solve it, all of you. Any other answer? Those are not solved, you can see. So G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2 plus G1 G2 H3. So this entire term is G of S. This whole divided by, once again the 1 plus the same block value, it is G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2 plus G1 G2 H3 all multiplied with H1 H2. So everybody got this particular step, I think so. So if I just take the LCM now. So okay, if I take the LCM, what will happen? So this term will get shifted to there. Okay, and this get cancels. Correct. So you will be left out with, I'll write it here. So you will be left out with G1 G2 whole divided by 1 plus G2 H2 plus G2 sorry okay G1 G2 H3 okay plus G1 G2 H1 H2. So all of you got this one answer? All of you got this answer, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how many of you got? I want, I got only one answer.
Not sure.
You got, very good. Next. Next. Only two. What about others?
Yes, sir.
Three.
Yes,
What about
sir.
others? Okay, 3 to 4 responses I got. What about remaining people? Okay, so now once you done this one, is it what is the last step? So you must write that you must write a block diagram and we must write the equation. Okay, so write like this. So that implies R of S is moving to the block G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2 plus G1 G2 H3 plus G1 G2 H1 H2 C of S. So this is very, very important. See, once you've done this one, you don't leave at this particular point, go for this step and then you write therefore C of S divided by R of S is equal to this thing you write. Okay, so all have written. Shall we move on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. So now what I'll do is I'll just go through the contents which have been taught in the block diagram, because today I'll stop the block diagram. So from tomorrow class I'll start the signal flow graph. So I think nearly 7 to 8 numericals I solved in the class, right? Okay, fine, no response.
Yes,
Seven,
sir.
seven.
7 numericals.
Okay. So just see, when you see that particular 7 numericals, all numericals starting from the simple one, I'm going step by step in the complexity. Okay. So almost every single type I just covered. So now I'll just go through one of the PDF. So I'll see that we'll just recall what are the things we have discussed in the block diagram. Okay. Okay. So now can you able to see the PDF? Okay. Okay, visible, I think so. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we started with the block diagram and we understood that what is the Laplace transform and all. So finally, the first thing what we understood is block diagram transformation. So some of the important techniques. So okay, so block diagram reduction techniques we have discussed. So in that, the first thing is what? Feedback control system. So eliminating the feedback loop. So eliminating the feedback loop and making it as a single block. That is what exactly the first step what we have discussed. So for that, what we have taken? So we have taken the input for this particular block diagram we have taken, and here R of S and C of S. So we have taken the input as R of S, that is reference input, and C of S is what? Controlled output. So G of S is the gain, or else you can say that the block value. Okay. So H of S is the feedback element. So here for this particular block diagram, we have taken the signal values, and then we come across with deriving the equation stating the single block R of S is equal to, R of S, C of S divided by R of S will be equal to G of S divided by 1 plus G of S into H of S for negative feedback. So if it is a for positive feedback, what will you do? We'll write minus. Clear? So that is what exactly the thing, first thing we have understood. So anyone is having any doubt in this? You want any repetition for this one? Anybody is having any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay. So now in the feedback,
No,
instead
sir.
of H, if it is the one, that means a single line is been given. So that particular line is called as what? Unity feedback. Okay, that particular line is called as what? Unity feedback. So if it is a unity feedback, what exactly it will happen? It will like, so you can here in this particular, you can see the diagram. So if H equal to 1, then it is set to be the unity feedback control system. So there we have taken the G and we have taken the feedback line. So here H equal to 1 we have taken. So instead of H we have taken 1 value. So the equation will become what? G by divided by 1 plus G for negative. So if it is a positive feedback, it is 1 minus G. So I can say that for minus plus of negative, minus plus of feedback, so you will get plus minus in the equation. So now the second step, the blocks which are in cascade. Cascade means what? Just a multiplication of both. So that is very simple. So when the next thing is what? Blocks which are in parallel. So when the parallel blocks are there, what exactly you are going to do? You are going to do the addition. So with respect to their sign, if the minus is there, it will become minus. That is if the G1 plus or minus G2. So it will become plus or minus G2 only. So here plus or minus is there. So in the equation also plus or minus will come. If it is plus, G1 plus G2. If it is minus, G1 minus G2. It is a very simple thing what you know. So after understanding the fundamental thing, that is the blocks are in series, parallel, and what is the next thing? The removing the feedback path. Okay, we come across with shifting a takeoff point. Okay, so now shifting a takeoff point after a block. Okay, so here block is there. So in this particular takeoff point, if you shift it here, what exactly happen? We are going to get like this. So but here the value we have to see. So if the takeoff point value is what? R. So now if I shift it to the right hand side, so what is the value? It will become what? R into G. So I want to remove the G value. In order to remove the G value, I need to include the one more block by the value 1 by G. So Rg into 1 by G, Gg get cancels, we will be left out with R. So that is why when we shift the takeoff point to the right side, okay, after a block when you are talking about, so we must include a block of value 1 by G. So correspondingly we need to, so if it's G3, we will be adding 1 by G3. So like that. So next thing is what? Shifting a takeoff point before the block. So when you are talking about before the block, okay, so here shifting towards left hand side, you can see that. So G is the value. Okay, so here takeoff point value is what? R into G. So G is the block value. So now if you shift it towards left hand side, okay, so it will get only the R. So you want G means what? Include the multiplication by G. So you will get R into G. That is what exactly the concept here, reverse concept. So do you have any doubt in this particular shifting a takeoff point? Why we need to add 1 by G and why we need to add G? So what happens after a block? What happens before the block? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next thing is what? Moving a summing point after the block. So you're moving a summing point after the block. So this particular thing we explain in terms of U plus V and all. So in the beginning of the block diagram classes. So here U plus V. So here U plus or minus V is been coming here. U plus or minus V into G. So the final value is what? U plus or minus V into G is going to come as the output. So now if you shift the summing point after the block, so what exactly happens? G will be remaining as it is. So in this particular point, I should get the output normally. There what exactly happen? Here UG I am getting. So if you divide this one, so U into G is UG plus or minus V into G I should get. Only V UG I am getting, VG is missing. So here add one summing point which is shifted here and then include a V, the input, and include a block of G. So when it goes to the this particular above the summing point, V into G is VG. So UG plus or minus VG is the answer. So after a summing, so if you are shifting the summing point after a block, we must, if you are shifting the summing point to the right side, okay, so we must include the block of the value which is been transferred. Okay, here this particular block G is been added. But when the case of takeoff point, we are in the reverse way, 1 by G reciprocal we are going to add. So here the same block value we are going to consider. So now moving a summing point before the block, when you are talking about, that means what? To the left hand side. So here what exactly happened? This particular phenomena you people are knowing. So here what exactly happened? Here reciprocal of the block is been included. Okay. So now do you have any doubt in this one? Anybody is having any doubt? Am I audible?
No, sir.
Okay. So now after that, now these things are like rearranging the summing points. Okay. So plus minus variable. See, if 2 plus 3 plus 5 is also equal to 3 plus 2 plus 5. It is also equal to 5 plus 3 plus 2. Same thing, same concept is been employed here also. Rearranging the summing point. So now after that, adding the summing points. That means we're clubbing the summing points to multiple summing points to one same summing point. That is the thing. So usually two summing points will be clubbed together in your block diagram. So we will go step by step. So only two at a time we are going to club if we have to do it, or else no. So after that, so these two concepts, shifting the takeoff point before the summing point and shifting the takeoff point after the summing point. So nowhere in the particular numericals we will not use this particular complex things. Why? Because for syllabus and all, so far they didn't ask. Okay, so we didn't get any particular numerical. So which consists of shifting a takeoff point before and summing point and after summing point is not happen. So you don't have to worry about it, but you need to learn it that this particular steps also you should remember and you should write in the examination. They will in the examination they will ask you that explain the various block diagram reduction techniques. For 10 to 12 marks they will ask. Minimum 8 marks also they will ask. At that time you need to write the heading and you need to write all the 11 steps. So this is the shifting takeoff point after the summing point. Okay, so here what exactly happens is when the takeoff point is present, okay, so u plus v, so u minus v are taken here, u minus v is there. So if you shift to the left hand side, what exactly happen? So here you should get final output as u minus v. So u is coming in this particular line, fine. So v should get here u minus v. So here this value is also u minus v. So here there is no problem for this. But another point we want, so that consists of u minus v. So that what? Same thing, same line we have taken u and here we have taken as v. So it is positive and here it is negative u minus v. So just recalling you people. So do you have any doubt in this particular takeoff point before and after a summing point? Do you have any doubt? Okay, no response. Fine. So after understanding this one, the steps for reduction in complicated block diagram. So this particular step, if you follow, you can reduce the block diagram in a very quick and easy way. So combine all cascade blocks, combine all parallel blocks, eliminate all minor feedback loops, and the next shift summing points to the left and takeoff point to the right. See, this particular fourth step is very, very important. So shifting the summing points to the left and takeoff point to the right. So you follow this particular procedure. So it will become very easy for you to solve it. That is what the main intention, nothing else. So if you want to shift the summing points to the right also, no problem. And takeoff point to the left also, no problem. But you should write appropriately. Then only the answer will be correct. So that is why follow one rule, takeoff point to the right and shifting the summing point to the left. So why we do this one particular thing? Because when we shift the summing points to the left and takeoff point to the right, we will get the chances of getting the minor feedback loop will be more. So once we get the minor feedback loop, we can reduce it very easily. That is what the intention. So after that, repeat the steps and all. That is the thing. Clear. So after that, we have seen the multiple numericals, okay, from the textbook and from the notes also. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today 38 students, if I see the attendance, 38 students are present. Okay, fine.